I'm Dave, the host and co-creator of Dopey, the amazing podcast on drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. Everyone has been saying I should start making YouTube videos, so I figured we'd start with something I know nothing about, the Daily Reflections. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, but I know it's gonna be great. Trust me.
Good morning, Dopey. Your favorite podcast. Now make YouTube show.
Good morning, Dopey, and welcome to Good Morning Dopey. My name is Dave. I'm the host of Good Morning Dopey, a deep and very shallow dive into the daily reflections. I'm also the host of the Dopey podcast, possibly the greatest podcast ever made, definitely the greatest podcast ever made about drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. And I'm really excited because today is finally the first day of December, and November, with all of its spirituality, was making me go crazy. And now it's a new month. And as I've said ad nauseum, the 12 months of the year reflect the 12 steps in a 12-step program. And I even know the 12th step by heart. The 12th step says, having had a spiritual awakening from the first steps, this is wrong, we've practiced this stuff in our daily life. That's not true. I'm going to Google the right wording of the 12th step. And of course, we'd like you to like and subscribe to the page. That would make us feel so good. And, hit the bell for notifications. Add comments that you think this is not a good, appropriate YouTube show. But I think we are providing you with a companion to your daily reflection reading, or maybe a companion to your recovery, or maybe you're drinking or getting high and watching this and it makes you feel good somehow. Anyway, here is the 12th step. You ready? 12th is a weird word. You think 12th doesn't need TH because it's really 12th. It's a very weird thing. 12th sounds right, but it seems also very unintelligent. 12th. It's bizarre. Try saying 12th. Seriously. Out there. 1, 2, 3. 12th. The last th on the F is so fucking weird. Anyway, 12th step. Howie, you ever say 12th?
No.
All right. Here we go. 12th step.
I say 12th with an F at the end.
You say 12. Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it's not.
Fuck.
The 12th step.
Yeah, 12th.
But it's not that. It's 12th.
Of course, there's a TH, but...
All right. Just be quiet. Just stop talking. Hold on. Here we go. 12th step. Here we go. Having had a spiritual awakening as the result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all of our affairs. That's the 12th step. Today is December 1st, and the daily reflection is... Oh, hold on. Before we do the daily reflection, I just want to make a disclaimer that Good Morning Dopey, me, and of course Howie have nothing to do with the Daily Reflections book. We are just witnesses. We are readers. We are people trying to make sense of it. That's it. We are also non-affiliated with any 12-step program, any program at all, addiction, sobriety, or otherwise. Anyway, here we go. Suggested is quotes. There's quotes around suggested steps. Our 12th step also says that as a result of practicing all the steps, we have found something called a spiritual awakening. AA's manner of making ready to receive this gift lies in the practice of the 12 steps in our program. That's pretty unnecessary. I don't see. Anyway, that's from the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 106 and 107. And now we'll read the other part. I remember my sponsor's answer when I told him that the steps were suggested. He replied that they are suggested in the same way that if you were to jump out of an airplane with a parachute, it is suggested that you pull the ripcord to save your life. He pointed out that it was suggested I practice the 12 steps if I wanted to save my life. So I try to remember daily that I have a whole program of recovery based on all 12 of the suggested steps. Now this is classic 12-step stuff where, all of it is pretty funny to me. If you are going to a 12-step fellowship, it's pretty smart to do the steps. I went to 12-step meetings for years and thought I would get it just from sitting there, and that's not how it works. It is and this is one of the greatest cliches in the history of 12 steps. It is a program of action. You cannot think yourself into right action, but you can act yourself into right thinking. So doing the steps is doing the action so that you change. I love when 12-step people say that you're suggested to pull the ripcord when you're jumping out of a plane. It's wonderful. It's wonderful stuff. Anyway, this is going to be the beginning of a long month about step 12. I look forward to it. I hope you do. The bigger idea is that there are principles folded into doing the 12 steps. There are things that we do when we do the first 11 steps to make us better people, to make us kinder, more thoughtful, less selfish. And once we have done the 11 steps, we take the 12th step and we try to put it into our daily life. We practice the principles in our daily affairs. I do my best. I could definitely do better. But, like the song says, it's one day at a time, my friends. Stay strong, Dopey Nation. Fucking toodles for Chris. Do all the YouTube stuff and write in the comments if you think I'm an idiot. But try to take an easier, softer way than that. Goodbye.